Hey guys, here at osmvtxreviews.com. You're watching our video first look / unpacking of the 3D Video Wizard. What this is a 3D converter. It allows you to play 3D content, movies, and also to upconvert 2D content into 3D and then play your 3D content on your regular 2D television, which is really unique because most 3D converters only allow you to convert 2D content to be played on 3D televisions, but this basically converts your 2D TV into a 3D TV, which is kind of cool. It retails for $50. You can get it at Rite Aid. You can also get it at Amazon.com. And you can find it even less at a street price of around $40, which is pretty affordable for something that promises to do as much as this device will bills itself to do. But if it actually performs as well as it does, then we'd be really surprised because, at that price, it's really dubious whether or not you can really make your 2D television become 3D and so save you thousands of dollars in getting a new television. So anyways, you can see that it works via HDMI, and it says 3D Video Wizard makes your existing HD television watch movies in 3D, play video games in 3D. It includes 2 pairs of 3D glasses out of the box. Now, these aren't real active 3D glasses like most devices you might find on the market. So it's a lot cheaper. It doesn't recharge. It's just used an analog two-tone 3D glasses, the same that you might find on cheaper, happy birthday cards, or even when we were kids when we were playing around with very basic 3D stuff. So it has this just red and blue finish on it, and it makes 3D does work, but again, it makes the glasses themselves a lot darker than better active 3D glasses are. It also comes with a 6 feet HDMI cable out of the box. It has some advertisements, a pretty clean box overall. Again, you can find in a lot of locations, very inexpensive. Promises to do a ton, really. And there you go, just some information. That's what included in the box. It includes a comfortable 3D experience, and AC adapters also included, of course. It's so yeah, definitely you can see the blue and the red over here. So it uses a more basic version, rudimentary version of 3D than your more active 3D glasses, which basically shutter up and down, and they turn themselves on and off multiple frames per second to allow you to see 3D, but now you just have this two-tone color, which is a lot more basic. I'm not really sure whether the active shutter glass type 3D glasses will actually work with this model, so that's going to be interesting to test out when we get into the labs. So it says here you have your HDMI to connect to your Sony PSP or your 3D DVD player, plug it into your My 3D Video Wizard, and then automatically connects via HDMI to your television, and then you can watch it in 3D via your glasses. So it seems to be a pretty nicely set up device. So in the box, again, we just have that 3D unit. I'm interested to see how large it really is because the box is quite large, and yeah, it seems to be very small, but we'll take a look at that in a second. Here are the glasses. Looks like to be quite large glasses, and they seem to be made out of plastic. They have 3D Video Wizard written on them. They look to be pretty sturdy. We'll see how they hold up in testing, and you can basically wear them like so. And a second pair of glasses is indeed provided, but now this one is in black instead of blue. So you have 2 colors to select from, and they have the same overall, I think, technology built into them, the same colors, and you can see that. It definitely makes things a lot darker. We'll try that right now via the camera. You can see how everything gets a lot dimmer because of these glasses. So it's not that ideal for watching television, especially in brighter environment, especially in darker environments, because your pictures are already pretty dim, and this will just make them a little bit dimmer. But again, what do you expect, right, for only $50? Over here it says stop. Read about the device first using the user manual. And of course we have that charger, very basic charger for the device, and of course the product itself and the HDMI cables are in there. We'll take that out. We'll take a look at the unit itself, which is right here. We see that the device itself, again, it's very, very small. Here are the glasses just for comparison's sake. So surprising because I expected this thing to be a lot larger. Anyways, it's made entirely out of plastic. You can see the front is pretty much a fingerprint magnet, and it has a simple mode selection and a source selection. There's a service port, which is a USB 2.0 port, which allows you to update the firmware. If you go into the website, you can update this thing to make it run even smoother. I bet there's a better firmware up there if you haven't opened this device yet. It's brand new in the box, and it's made in China, of course. And on the back, there are just a few selections. So that actually isn't a, there we go, the power on and off key. There isn't a remote control to actually control that part. To turn it on and off, you just select this accordingly. And this is on, and this is off. And there's also a DC port, of course, to charge it. To charge it and to give it power. So one of these HDMI outputs connects to your TV, and then there are 2 input connections. So we can maybe put like one Sony PSP on here, and we can put one Sony PlayStation on here for you to play your games in 3D, and another one could be a Sony Blu-ray player for you to watch 3D movies on your HD TV now. So you can select from different HDMI sources, which is definitely good, and 2 is definitely better than 1, so that's always a nice feature to have. It's very lightweight. I was expecting this to also weigh a lot more. This is extremely light, just feels like there's nothing in here, which is kind of surprising. We'll definitely be interested to see how this device performs in the labs and whether or not it's worth it, but it's certainly a very promising device on paper. Thanks for watching this video. First look at the 3D Video Wizard here at osandvtxreviews.com.